Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with some more Unreal World. And today, of course, we are continuing our Spirit Quest Resurrected series with Athena. There she is, right in the center. We are surrounded by animals and old men. We hired a couple of old men back near our starting point, and they're basically here as guards because we are carrying at least a couple 100 pounds of trade goods and stuff because we are on a finally the ice is hardened enough for us to go out on our big trading excursion. So we actually started off the journey by completing a quest. We came over to this location where there was a quest giver wanted us to escort him all the way north to the Owl tribe, which we managed to do. He told us the location of some buried treasure. So now we have two locations for buried treasure because we also completed a previous quest. They gave us another one, but they're frozen underground. We can't get to them until the spring, so we've got that to look forward to. But we also found some treasure while we were up here in the Owl Tribe lands. They are one of the cultures that carries the northern bow, which is the best bow here in the Unreal world, unmodded at least. And so I went around to a couple of different settlements, not that many. As you can see, I've only got like 4 or 5 total opened up. But I found a fine northern bow in their stocks. So we do have one fine northern bow now. That's what we're using. That's our primary bow. You can see I've got it equipped. Haven't killed anything with it yet. In fact, we just healed up. We were pretty injured. Our left arm got hit in a raid that we were undertaking. But you know what? Enough talking. Let's check it out. I've actually made the long journey off screen here. It was just basically this long diagonal shot. It was uneventful. I just went from right here all the way down to where we ended up at this spot. Started heading southward, you can see, then diagonally, and boom, here we are, just coming into the Drick territory. And there's quite a few. I've been through this area initially. Let's see. Oh, so there's a fine long male cow. I actually would like that. So let's head to that location first. We can check it out. There's also a few other things I need, like a bag of salt and some stuff. So let's get this trading trip underway. Okay, we have just entered our target village. Hopefully they've still got the fine male cow. But I'm fairly certain that these two old men are going to start talking to me. Yep, as soon as I make a move, they immediately say it's time to head back. Because I've had them for quite a few days over their normal time. Like they've been with me at least like 6 or 7 while we traveled. As long as you don't zoom in to the local terrain map like we're at right now, the companions can't speak to you on the world map. So you can keep them with you, but like I said, as I've stressed before, as soon as you enter, the local terrain, they're going to leave you. So if you enter into a hostile territory, they're not necessarily going to defend you or even fight. They could just turn around and leave. But anyway, we're here at our first Drick settlement. First for the season, I should say. Oh, we're bothering them in an usual hour. Sorry about that there, buddy. So let's just go ahead and introduce ourselves. It's always good to see, number one, if they've got animals. No, they don't. And if there's any quests about. But no quests, just hopefully some trade goods. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time going through their cottages, picking up anything I need. Like I said, looking for some salt and definitely a few other things. So hopefully, oh, look at that, right off the bag. Right off the bat, I should say. We've got a bag of salt. That's amazing. Okay, well, I've picked up everything I want from the village, including 2 bags of salt and some other stuff I'll show you here in a second. But right now I am unpacking some of the stuff from our cow, one of our bulls, I should say. I've got another one that's loaded with furs, but this has got all like the knives and weapons, plus a few of the armor pieces that we got from our most recent and successful raid on a Nerpezit village. And you can see we're pretty wealthy here. This bastard sword, and I think I've got another sword somewhere. I thought I did. Maybe it's on a different animal. Oh, there's a short sword right there. Boom, there it is. Those are going to be very valuable. But anyway, let's grab them. Now I've made sure to get everything I want and to be next to a villager because as you can see, now she's overloaded, but we'll be okay as long as we can talk to somebody in range. We can complete the trade, and then I can just repack whatever I didn't trade, back onto the animal so we can move again. But let's go ahead and pay our debt. And let's see, so we've got 2 pots, so I just picked up 2 more cooking pots, knowing that we're going to be doing a big trade here, and also we're going to be doing a lot more cooking back at the cabin now that we've got salt. I grabbed 2 pots and 2 bags of salt, probably way more than I need, but hey, it's good to stock up while we're rich. A fine long male cowl, so I did find that, the whole reason we came here. Also a fine net, too. So I plan once the river, or the lake next to our cabin thaws, we're going to start throwing out some nets, smoking some salmon again, hopefully. Wooden tub just to have it for cooking, basically. And that's it. All right, now we're not done, obviously. After this, I'm going to still scour the Drake area looking for more. Okay, well, let's go ahead and offer this guy payment and move on to the next village. Oh my God, this trade right here took quite a bit, quite a bit. So check it out. It almost ran off the page, which I think if you add too much stuff, they'll just tell you to reset the whole trade, basically. But we managed to pull it off here. This is just for what I showed you, the 2 bags of salt. I think the fine male cow is pretty expensive. And to find that isn't cheap either. But anyway, took all my arrows, well, all the arrows we brought for trading. But yeah, tons of stuff. I didn't give him the bastard sword, but I did give him the short sword, 3 short bows, 3 round shields, a whole bunch of clothing that we brought, including some of the armor pieces. But anyway, that's a deal, bud. You're a steep trader, I'll tell you that. But hey, we got what we wanted. Let's see. Okay, so she still can't move, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and start sorting out some of this stuff. What I'll do is I'll drop the things that we want to keep, like the 40 pounds of salt that I just traded in the 12-pound net, and we'll pack those onto the animals, and I'll keep what little bit of trading stuff I have. Like I say, it's on to the next one. All right, well, we're in a bit of an odd situation here. I think we got one of those areas where the 2 villages are so close that they almost seem like one giant village. Because I was just looking around up here and I picked up a few interesting things I'll show you in a moment. But I realized, yeah, okay, I'm taking too long. They're shouting at me to pay for goods, but I realized there's a whole nother village down here. So, well, anyway, let's go ahead and pay for some stuff. I think this guy right next to us. Yeah, we're gonna barter, bro. Calm down. So, offer items and payment. I may need to grab some stuff off the animals, but I picked up a masterwork woolen tunic and a masterwork leather shirt. In addition, I also found another net, so I should have, yeah, another fine net. Those are the only things I picked up, but I was thinking, you know what? Let me grab these masterwork clothing items, and we'll start gearing her out with like the best of the best, clothing, only masterwork quality. It's going to take a while, trust me. But anyway, so let's see what we can trade here. All right. Well, this time around, I just went for some of the tools and weapons, so it was pretty straightforward. 2 hand axes, 2 hunting bows, a rough short bow, and another hand axe. There we go, and he's ready. Yeah, that last trade we did, the previous one, was very, very high value. So let's see. I'd like to wear this stuff. We can put the masterwork woolen tunic right on because we don't have that layer yet, but we're going to have to take off our old leather shirt. If I can find it real quick, it's probably up here. Leather shirt, elk leather, all made by our very own hands. But yeah, Masterworks way better. So we'll put that on. Now I can trade away that elk leather too. But hey, I think, like I said, this is a whole nother village now. Let's talk to them. They have a cow for sale. I don't really, I mean, maybe I'll take the cow. Hold on, you know what I need to do though? Yeah, is check out some of the gear on my animals real quick. Plus I can drop that net and push that onto one of the bulls. There we go. All right, so it's always better to look at the animals that you're... Okay, he's got all the furs. Does the dog have anything? Some of the dogs are carrying, I think, some food. All right, so this is the bull where I'm putting, like, the stuff I'm keeping on there. All right, let's look at our dogs, because I've kind of forgotten what I put on him. Oh, yeah, he's got a bunch of the clothing I brought to trade, so let's grab all that. Is that enough? Yeah, we can still move around. Let's just look at the other guys. Okay, he's got our food on him. There's 3 dogs stacked together here. Let's continue to look at them. Nothing on the first 2. All right, the third guy's got some stuff on him. Let me see if I can grab that without... Oh. Yeah, there we go. Sweetie. Oh, it says you're carrying too much. No, don't put it on the ground. And asked me if I wanted to just unload it onto the ground, but dang it, now she's too heavy to carry it. Damn. Okay, well I've got to reload some of this, but no big deal. You can see just a quick example of how tedious sometimes it can be to juggle these inventory things, but ultimately it's worth your while. This is part of it. Just figuring out your inventory basically. Okay, well, I found some Masterwork linen trousers, so here we are paying our debt. I just gave him some of those old funky clothes we got off the corpses, but it's a deal, buddy. He doesn't even know what he's buying. Oh, you know what? I just realized I actually had on some fine linen trousers, and I'm pretty sure I started the game with these. Yeah, because I don't remember trading for them. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't really remember, but they're at the very top of the list, which indicates that we did probably start with these. But hey, fine isn't masterwork, is it? So get rid of them. It's time to wear those masterwork ones. Very nice. Okay, so I just left the village there, by the way. And as a side note, there are two villages right next to each other. There's one directly under the X here, which I marked for the cow. But yeah, this one is. Oh, you can see them too when I turn away from them. So you don't see the X there. They're literally up, and I've never seen that actually that close. I have seen them like one tile apart, basically, I think, so that when you do get in there, they're all kind of mixed together. But those are dang close right there. That's interesting. All right. Well, I found a masterwork woolen cowl, but nothing else, unfortunately. So I'm just giving him a hunting knife for this, and he's willing to take it. So let's see. Can I wear it right away? Yes, I can. Very nice. So we don't have that piece yet. Once I actually like sort through all this stuff and we trade away most of it, I'll drop a lot of the stuff and then rewear it. So all of the masterwork items will be like at the top of the list and we'll be able to admire and also like figure out what I still need to get. But we've actually got some masterwork leather shoes. That's pretty cool. But hey, our collection grows. All right. Well, I'm at about, I don't know, the fifth or sixth village now, and they actually have a ram for sale. I think I'm going to buy this for two reasons. I almost never buy the male version of the sheep, the ram. And I think with the mod set we got, we can actually shear the males and females. So I've got one female. Now, unfortunately, we can't breed them. That's not possible yet. Maybe one day, right? Development is ongoing, but it's going to be cool to have two of them. And if I can come across any more sheep, I'll grab them too. Because, like I said, we might go ahead and try and make our own wool clothing at some point. But I definitely would like to experiment with a little bit of animal husbandry or sheep shearing. So let's trade for the ram. Plus, I haven't come across much other like armor yet or anything like that. So I'm hoping I still do. Like I said, I really would like to find some. I think they're cooties or iron cooties, which is either for the elbows or the knee. I think those are for the elbow, and then there is like a knee protection too. I'd like to find some of those. But anyway, let's see. How about an overcoat? I paid for two-thirds of the poor little ram. All right, netted tunic and some trousers, pleasantly close. I like trading clothing because it's pretty easy. You can usually get pretty spot on too. Linen tunic, just a few more things. How about a rough woolen veil? I'm surprised you took that. There we go. All right. So now again, I've mentioned before, you got to be careful. You don't want the animal to get away from you, but there he goes. Okay, so he took one step away, which is perfect. I can grab my rope and leash it to him. We don't want to let him get like two or three steps away because then he'll be hard to catch. But anyway, we've got ourselves a ram now. Now I get to go through all the buildings and look at their stuff. Oh, check it out. They've got themselves a big dog. I like it. They also have a small female dog, but I think we're just going to go for the big boy. Okay, there we go. Again, just a bunch of our clothing. So, and we got ourselves an extra fighting dog. Oh boy, well, I just went through about five or six villages all here clustered together. I tell you, these Drick, they're wealthy. They have a lot of different settlements. If we pull out a little bit to the south, you can see I investigated this region earlier in our playthrough, but I'm still going to go through most of that because I haven't found much other armor pieces that I'm looking for or any other masterwork clothing, unfortunately. That's not to say that these people aren't rich, though, because they've got jewelry and all kinds of different stuff. stuff. It's just not precisely what I'm looking for, but that's okay. I have a feeling there's probably some more villages down in this direction. The cool thing about this territory too is there's a lot of good hills and mountains you can step onto to get a nice bird's eye view of the area. There you go. Opens up a lot easier, especially in this thick forest. Yeah, you can see there's two more villages we just discovered. And I can tell, see these little roads or the streaks that go through? That indicates there's probably another village like right here. There's probably one right here. These are literal roads, essentially, or little paths, trails between the villages. So if we just come down here, we'll probably set, yep, there's another village. And sometimes they continue on, but looks like we might be on the coast here. No, there's probably just a little lake there. But anyway, let's backtrack. It's starting to get dark. Late afternoon. Sun's going out. It's very cold right now. We've got tons of clothes on, and we're still cool. But that's as far as it's gone. We haven't turned cold or anything like that, so we're good to go. But just the normal routine. Greet the first person I see, and then ask them if they've got animals to sell. If they do, I mark it. If not, we just proceed on to search their buildings, look for some armor. Oh, now this is a pretty good find right here. Some fine male mittens. I'm pretty sure I don't have those. Yeah, I could wear those right now. All right, so that's good. That's a good piece. First, like I said, first actual piece of armor or any decent item I found in a couple of villages. So, here's another thing too: is there's a lot of this jewelry for sure. It's just pretty. We can't wear any of it. Now, some of it is good for ritual purposes, but that's pretty few and far between that we actually need it. But nonetheless, in other words, I'm not really looking for jewelry right now. Strictly for armors and masterwork quality clothing. All right, there we go. I just paid for the male mittens, basically just trading them some more of our clothing and stuff, but we're looking pretty good. Still haven't found those knee or elbow items that I've been hoping for, but hey, we're not done yet. It is on to the next village. Oh, well now, check that out. We got some masterwork woolen leggings laying here on the floor. I think those would look much better on our girl Athena here. Now, let's just make sure that I can wear that. Yes, okay, it's unpaid for, obviously, so we've got to pay for it, but we're going to look around. I really just started in this village. Just a quick look at the map. You can see I've now moved down to this area here. I've gone through all these villages, labeled the ones with animals, left the ones without, and now I've searched most of the buildings. So far, pretty few and far between. Like I said, they are a very rich culture. It's just I'm getting real picky in the stuff I'm looking for, but all right, I'm going to continue to move around. They got like 5 or 6 buildings still to look through, and I'll show you what we come up with in the end. Well, they've also got a masterwork woolen cowl here, but I have one of those already, so looks like we're just going for those leggings, which isn't a big deal. I should be able to trade. I've got a few knives left still, but to be honest, my trading goods are getting kind of low. Let's see. Now I still have all my furs. Importantly, I haven't traded a single fur away, but yeah, let's offer some payment. So. And also another important note, I haven't traded away that bastard sword yet either, so we might have to save that for another big trade or getting like an animal or something. But anyway, let's stick with the current trade. Let's see, it's getting harder to tell too what I need to trade and what I need to keep. The fine fur cloak, just a few more things, okay. And let's see, the fur cloak, that should put us over the top. I probably overpaid a little bit for that, but at this point it's okay. We're going to go ahead and put it on immediately. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need to sort through some of the things I'm wearing at this point and kind of read ladies out. But anyway, it's not a big deal, honestly. They still give us the same coverage, the same benefits. It's just for my sake and looking at it nicely, it helps. But anyway, this village has been searched. There's another one, looks like just above it, or maybe it's a separate, just a separate section of the village. Not used to seeing these big gaps in them, but it's also not uncommon to find villages that do neighbor each other, as we've seen here. But now I think this is all just one village with an unusual gap there in the middle. Oh, now this is interesting. Some male leggings. They're not fine or masterwork quality, but they are armor, and I think they'll help protect our knees. Now, it's not the dedicated knee pieces I was hoping to find, but I mean, I'm coming up to the last few villages. There's probably some in this little area that we haven't quite uncovered, but gosh, for the most part, that's going to do it for the Dreek. Again, we could probably check over here. There might be some here. Probably definitely going to be some clustered up here. So we're not quite done, but you can see I've searched most of the current region we're in. Let's get the cursor off the map. There we go. Yeah, so this area, I think I need to hit this village and then I'll come up there. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue to search. It's a long process, no doubt about it. All these villages probably taken me at least an hour in real time to go through all these, but it is worthwhile because this is the Dreek, especially. This is where you're going to get some of your best loot. I mean, there are definitely other cultures that have salt, but it's like every single village at least has 1 or 2 bags of it. So, and it's helpful. It's very good for cooking and preserving meat. Now, in terms of preservation, the 3 big ones, smoking, drying, and salting. Salting is like the least. It lasts for the least amount of time. Meat that has been salted. Ooh, there's a fine net. All right, we'll grab that. Since we're doing some trading here, I'll pick that up too. That's one thing, yeah, you definitely see. I saw a perfect net. Did I buy that? Let's see here. Yeah, I did. I picked up a perfect net. So that's the first one I've ever seen, actually. Well, that might not be true, but it's the first one in this series for sure. So I'm happy about that. We've already paid for that. Yeah, we'll talk about it, buddy. I'm still looking through your structures here, trying to get me to pay already. We might not be done. It is possible to find multiple pieces of armor on, in a single village, definitely, but I don't know if we'll get that lucky. Now I'm kind of just rushing through, and my eyes are staying down here in the text window as I look at the things that I'm walking over, essentially. And it can be tough because you're also going to, as you backtrack, you're going to walk into your own animals and stuff or into villagers, so that will pop up too. But you kind of got to train your eyes to see, ooh, fine iron spectacle helm. Yeah, you got to train your eyes to pick out the items that you're looking for. But we actually already have a helmet too. Just as a side note, we have a masterwork quality spectacle helm. Or I don't know if it's spectacle, but we do have some sort of iron helm. Where is it? We got it from our friend the blacksmith. It's somewhere. We're wearing so much stuff. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't bring it. That's right. I left most of my armor, well, the only 2 pieces I had, back at the cabin. I just didn't want to worry about it. Do I have a masterwork knife? Oh, that might be the worth picking up too. I have masterwork small knife, broad knife. I don't think I have a regular masterwork knife though, so let's grab that. I do have a masterwork shield. Again, that's back home. So let's see here. Find splitting axe. All right. Did we search the one at the bottom? Let's just double check it, and then that'll be it. I think I did, but let's double check. They got mostly bags or boxes of seeds and stuff. All right, we're paying for it, buddy. Let's do it. Sometimes they get a little bit impatient. Oh man, well unfortunately that bastard sword wasn't quite as much worth as much as I had assumed. So I'm a little bit short, and since he's like demanding payment, I can't escape out of this trade and pick up more goods. At this point, all I have left to trade with are the furs anyway, so I don't really want that. But I will trade furs for armor. That's essentially what I'm keeping them for, in case we come across some foreign traders, because they might also have the stuff I want. But anyway, back to this trade. I've pretty much got everything up here that he's willing to take. I don't have any of my food with me. So what I'm going to do is start giving him back some of his stuff. I hope that he'll trade me for the male leggings. Let's see here. I really want those. All right, let's give him back the knife. Halfway there still. Damn. You know what I could do? I could trade him like my masterwork hand axe and then put another order in at the blacksmith, and just get another one, because that's where we got this one from. Still only halfway there. Damn, I'd have to trade him away most of my stuff, though. What about this hand axe? And the problem is too, let's see. All right, I'm going to start this over here. Now I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I'm not able to pay. Take what's yours. Okay, whatever, dude. But here's the problem is I don't think I can get those leggings back from him now. Let's see. He might drop them. He is carrying them. And I'd love to be able to, like, it won't let me pick anything up from him, though, unfortunately. I would be willing to get some furs off of my bull here and trade those. Maybe if I just wait a little bit, he might drop them. Let's see here. I certainly can't pick all this up, but you can see I've definitely got the furs to trade for those at least. All right, yeah, well, it's nighttime. We're tired. Let me go ahead and rest. And like I say, maybe I'll get lucky. Let me look at him. Yeah, he's still carrying them. Hopefully he'll drop them. Ah, dang it. Well, it is morning, and he's still carrying them around. I don't know. Maybe I can trade. See, this is the problem with giving him stuff like this. Let's see. Oh, okay, he is willing to trade for him now. Okay, okay. So we just initiate a straight up trade with him, and he'll trade. Let me grab some of the furs then. In that case, yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, man, oh man, that was a steep trade for sure. But I did have to dip into the furs, which is fine. Like I said, that's what they're there for. Essentially, is trading for armor. So let's go ahead and put those things on. Oh, wait, where are they? What happened to them? Oh, they're at the very top of the list. Man, those are weighty. 23 pounds. Dang. She's going to be so weighted down whenever we get all the armor on. It's one of the reasons I left the other two pieces back at the cabin. It's because they're very heavy. Oh, yeah, of course she can't move. She's carrying a bunch of furs, too. So I did have to give away a number of furs for that trade there, but it was worth it. No doubt about it. I don't see many male leggings for sure, but there we go. So you'll notice some armor pieces are more common than others. Like you definitely see more helmets probably than anything else. Those harbigons are pretty common, which is like I believe like a full like torso and shoulder item. But anyway, honestly, I think we're pretty much done. I could go to the next few villages, or at least potentially uncover some more up here, which isn't a bad idea. Maybe I will spend some time doing that because, like I said, we've got a few furs, and if I can find some knee cops or some iron elbow guards, we would definitely be in the market for those. So, no reason to give up just yet, but we're definitely coming towards the end of our trading trip. I'll tell you that. We've increased our herd of animals. I've definitely got a lot of good stuff here. Let's take one quick look at the bull that's carrying. Okay, so right now we've got a few nets, not just this one, but 2 bags of salt, 2 pots, a wooden tub. That tiller I accidentally brought with me, so I just put it on the cow, and now we've got male leggings. We also picked up quite a few masterwork items, some male mittens, which is really nice. Yeah, yeah. Plus, I'm still carrying the perfect net that I got too. So that's nice, man. I tell you what, this has been a good trade trip, no doubt about it, guys. So I think we'll call it for today. Like I said, I'm going to spend a little time just opening up anything. If I find anything interesting, I'll definitely show you in the next episode, though. So I appreciate everybody tuning in for this trading episode. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I will see you all on the next one.